Okay, so I just saw the new film from Pablo Berger, Academy Award nominated animated feature, Robot Dreams, and I really, really want to talk about it with you guys, so let's get into it. Honestly, I wasn't really going to cover this on my channel. I was just going to watch it quietly in my anticipation for the Academy Awards, where I'm trying to watch every single nominee. I was going to quietly put it on Letterboxd and move on. But after watching it, I was really compelled to do this video because this film was incredibly moving, made me feel highly emotional, really broke me, and I just really need to bring attention to this movie because I do think it is one of the more lesser profile nominees at the Academy Awards, and it's not really going to get a proper release for a little bit. So I just really want to draw your attention to this movie because it is phenomenal. Robot Dreams is in a world that almost feels similar to Zootopia. It's a different form of animation, but we're in a city, basically kind of like New York, that is just full of animals that interact with each other. There's not really any humans in this world. And we follow a dog who is very lonely, and he ends up getting a robot, and it becomes his friend. Then we really go through their friendship, and then we get put into a little bit of a situation where they are separated, and honestly, it just is tragic the whole way through. It will make you absolutely tear up and feel something. This has drawn a lot of comparisons to past lives, and I think that is a pretty apt comparison, as it really does feel like right person, wrong time. And that's what this really dives into in a level that is just demoralizing and devastating. What makes this such an achievement is the fact that there's really no dialogue at all. You could even go as far as saying this is a silent movie. There is sound, there is a use of music and amazing needle drops that definitely work and play such an integral part to the story. But other than that, these characters aren't talking with each other. And the way that this was directed, it was such a amazing achievement from Pablo Berger. What he was able to do here in communicating all of these emotions and this longing without using a single word of dialogue is an absolute cinematic achievement that deserves to be recognized. The animation itself as well looks absolutely stunning. I was a little bit trepidatious at first going into this movie, thinking that it was going to go too far into being just something that was purely made for children and not something that someone my age would really attach themselves to. Couldn't be more wrong. This is one of the more mature animated films in the lineup. I would still say The Boy and the Heron is the most mature one, but Robot Dreams is right up there. There's a lot of heavy themes in here. And I think that despite the fact that it does go into themes that I think are more resonant to an adult, it really does translate well to children as well. I have no problem recommending this to absolutely everybody. I think that this film deserves that kind of attention. It is very sweet, it's very wholesome. You care for these characters so quickly. They do a fantastic job of getting you to really empathize with them within the first 15 minutes. And it really needed to do that because of what it asks from the audience, really. There are so many sequences in here that will make you feel so moved, and that kind of goes into the title of this movie. That's the only hint that I will give you. The movie's called Robot Dreams, and when we get into these dreams, they are some of the most devastating moments in the film, and the way that is utilized is absolutely at its most deceptive point, where you really want it to go in this certain angle, and the film is almost manipulating you into thinking it's going that way, and then boom, we switch back and that didn't happen at all. And that hurts when you're watching this movie. Once again, the way it's able to do that is so stunning. So stunning. I really cannot stress that enough. The emotions that I felt was unlike anything that I have felt during a 2023 movie. I kind of felt embarrassed because I was a blubbering mess watching this movie. This movie's so good, I really struggled to find any flaws. There are some where it might go into your type of preference for an ending for this movie. You'll kind of know what I mean when you watch it. But if you're expecting some kind of almost Disney-esque ending, it doesn't really give you that. And you might really want that, and I really did. And it kind of holds off on that with something that is a little bit more nuanced. And I don't know where I stand on that. I don't know if I really wanted that just nice ending that makes me feel good inside. This one still does, but it does it in a very different way. So it's very hard to go into it without spoiling it, but I don't know. It does work. It is very, very cathartic, and I understand what they were going for with it, but I'm a little bit conflicted on whether I really, really love that, and that's the direction I wanted them to go. Overall, Robot Dreams is phenomenal. It's so underrated. I highly recommend you check it out as soon as you get the chance. The emotions you're going to feel, bring a box of tissues, because this is going to hit you so hard. One of the best animated films of the year. One of the best films of 2023. I'm going to give Robot Dreams a 4.5 out of 5. I am just absolutely floored by this movie. And those are my thoughts towards Robot Dreams. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And is this on your radar now? Please put it on there. Put it on your Letterboxd watch list, because this is something to check out. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.